Pace yourself, lights, flash red, turn left, right, make it sell. You are a supermodel. You are glamour and lace. You are a supermodel. You're created with taste. Dolce, Louis Vuitton, Camorra sells, Gucci and Vera, Calvin with show and tell, Donna, Versace, Kors and Valentino. These are my couture. You are a supermodel. You are glamour and lace.
Good morning, Supermodels. So excited to have you here with us on You Are the Supermodel. We have a great episode for you today.
Yes, we do.
All about the summer.
I love summer.
Me too.
Probably because I don't like the cold. So
Well,
summer's where I want to be all the time.
We live in a great state for people
Yes.
who don't like the cold. Florida is probably the place to be if you're...
I will never leave Florida. I have attempted to leave Florida several times and it brings me right back. It's a drug.
No, you know, I've lived here my whole life, basically, and I want to go somewhere else. I don't know.
You'll come back.
Yeah, I know. I do appreciate the summer here, though. There's so many fun things you can do, and there's so much that changes with the seasons here.
Oh.
Even though the seasons don't change
We don't really
much,
have seasons,
no.
yeah.
We kind of have summer year-round, but a lot of places do have the, the winter thing that we don't usually get.
They do. We get a month of really solid cold. Solid cold.
Except for this year, we didn't get any cold at all. Not even like a week.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to whoever I had to say thank you to for that.
But we have a lot of exciting stuff today. We're gonna be showing you how to do a really cool makeup look.
Yes, very excited about that because
Yes.
I really need to learn more about makeup. I know it, but I need to learn more.
Yeah, and for summer, it changes. Like the trends change with clothing, so does
Correct.
makeup. A lot of really bright colors going on right now that we're seeing on the runway. We're seeing in everyday looks. Coral, that's the look we're gonna be doing. So if that's something that really interests you, stay tuned. And not just for the color, we're gonna be talking about a lot of techniques to enhance certain features on the face and fix some things that may be a possible insecurity.
Yes, love, excited.
Yes. We also have some dieting tips we're going to be talking about. That's very important for the summer for a lot of people.
Always. That's usually when people diet, though, is just the summer.
It's like right after the new year, we go on our dieting kicks, and then we're like, after we mess up our New Year resolutions, we're like, okay, it's summertime, I'm going to start dieting again.
It's time to diet.
And I'm not a big dieter, I'm very happy with myself, and I love food. I know we talk about this all the time.
We always talk about food. I love food.
We love food.
I can talk about food all day long.
Much. But these dieting tips are things that are achievable and doable, to still stay happy and have fun with yourself during the summer. So it'll be really fun to
I'm
talk
super
about.
excited to learn all about this stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited. Summer is what summer is. So stay tuned so you can see all of those fabulous tips and more. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Supermodels. If you are just joining us, we are talking all about summer today. Everything summer. Clothes, makeup, shoes, dieting tips, tanning, clothes, everything. And right now, I'm gonna show you a really cool makeup look on Miss Christina.
Very excited, very excited.
I'm excited to do it on you. It's just a beautiful face.
Thank you.
I love working on her already. We're gonna play with colors. Today we're gonna do coral.
One of my favorite colors, by the way.
Yes, and one of the really hot colors right now for summer,
Yes,
too.
yes.
Bright colors coming out, things like that. It's just fun. We're just gonna play just a little bit today. She's got a little bit of coral in the top of her shirt here. Can you see it?
See it.
Good. There we go. Trust me, there's a little bit of coral there. So we're just gonna play off that. We're gonna do a pretty simple eye look with her. We're gonna play up with the cheeks a little bit, with the corals as well, and the lips, just to kind of give you that fun, flirty, summer glow. So let's get started.
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Now we have already, because you know my rule about eye priming, we've already primed her and got her eyelids ready for eyeshadow. Priming is very important, especially when you're using mineral shadows. That way, the color actually sticks on the eyes as opposed to everywhere else.
Would you say mineral is better than, I'm gonna say regular? Or is there a different name?
I do prefer mineral makeup. I think that the pigment is better in mineral makeup.
Okay.
But a lot of minerals loose, and like I said, again with eye primer, it's really essential to use primer with loose shadows because otherwise it'll end up, you know,
all over
the face. We don't
I've
want
seen
that.
that. I've seen that. Okay.
So I'm gonna start out with kind of a cream colored base here for all over the lid. And she's got nice hazel eyes. She's got chameleon eyes. We were talking about that earlier. They kind of change depending on, what is it, what you're wearing, your mood?
Yeah, I can never really answer the question, what color is your eyes? Multi.
Multicolored.
That needs to be an option.
No, mine are just brown. You're lucky. Okay, so we're doing cream all over the lid. Again, get that as heavy as you prefer it. If you're going to the beach or something like that, you don't want to do too heavy, especially if you go in the water, get it all in your eyes and such. That would not be fun. Okay, so we've done a cream base on the lid, and we took it all the way up to the brow bone. We're gonna put a highlighter there later, so that's not the only thing that's gonna be right under the brow. The next thing we're gonna do is take our coral, and we have a really pretty shade of it here.
That is really pretty. I'm a fan.
It's kind of like a burnt orange coral color.
Okay.
It's not too intense. It's subtle, but it's really nice.
Okay. I do like it. Now, I just have a question. When you went up to the brow, I see a lot of people who don't do that. They kind of just leave it in the eyeball region. Is that a no-no?
For me it is. I just always like accentuating the eye, and I think the number one thing you can do to accentuate the eye is highlight the brow, because what that does is it really makes the eye color pop, and it really shows off the actual structure of your eye, which is one of the most beautiful things, is our eye shape and our structure. So highlighting it really allows for you to see all of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So we're gonna take this coral, we're gonna kind of just do a V with it. I think I just almost fell. That's okay.
I will catch you if you fall.
Oh, thank you. Like I said, this isn't too intense. You can do this as dark or as light as you want it.
Now, can you go too dark for daytime? Is that even possible? Okay.
I never think you can wear too much makeup for daytime, but I do think that you can wear your makeup the wrong way, if that makes any sense.
The wrong way. Can you kind of explain what the wrong way would be?
That's
a good term for it. I like it.
There's so many wrong ways to do your makeup, and like you said, it's a really good example. Is yes, you can go too dark for daytime. You need to keep it a little more airy, as I like to explain it, during the daytime, and then you can take those really intense, like bright oranges at night when you're going out, because that's what's gonna, show up in pictures and things like that. And when it's dark out and, walking around, especially if you're in like a beach town like we are, those intense colors will help make your makeup pop just a little bit more. Okay, so I added a little bit of coral to the eyes there. Not too intense, just enough to give it a nice pop. And now I'm gonna highlight.
Excuse me.
You were excused. Did my eyeshadow make you cough?
It's the beauty. It's just, it feels so beautiful. My body doesn't know how to handle it.
We're taking kind of like a crystal white, something very pearly in color, and highlighting the brow with it.
Now, for someone who has small eyes, would this be a good way to make them stand out, make a little bit bigger, I guess?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And when we come back, I'm gonna show you a way to enhance smaller eyes, make them look a little bit wider with eyeliner and mascara. There's a little bitty trick that not a lot of people know about that I'm gonna show you right when we come back. So before the break, we started a makeup look on Christina. And since today is all about summer, we're doing stuff with corals and lighter colors, keeping it kind of fun and funky at the same time. We're just kind of sticking to subtle daytime coral for her right now to kind of go with her outfit. And we did 3 colors, just a basic 3-color look. We did a cream all over the entire lid and up to the brow bone. Then we did a coral for the V from the crease into a little bit into the lash line, and then we highlighted with kind of a crystal pearlized white on the brow bone to accentuate the eye. What I'm gonna do now is kind of fill in her brows. I think that's really important and not something, it's very overlooked when women do their makeup.
I completely agree. I never fill in my eyebrows. I never do it, and then when I go out and I see these women who have filled in their eyebrows, I'm like, oh, that looks awesome.
Right, and we think, oh, that girl has perfect eyebrows, and most of the time, it has nothing to do with her having perfect eyebrows. It has everything to do with her filling them in and kind of giving the illusion of perfect eyebrows.
Well, one question about eyebrows is, the thicker eyebrows are in.
Yes, absolutely.
And people are kind of completely overlooking that. Before it used to be the thin eyebrows, now it's the thicker, the better.
I have to tell you that I am so excited about this trend because I'm so against thin eyebrows, especially on younger girls. I had a lot of clients that would come in and when I was doing a lot of waxing, the girls, 13, 14-year-olds say, I want them really thin, and I'd have to explain, listen, every time you wax your eyebrows or you tweeze them, you're damaging follicles, so some of those hairs will never grow back.
That's a scary thought.
Yeah, we're gonna actually wax her eyebrows later on today's show, and we'll talk a little more about that, but it's just really important that you think about later on, because as we get older, those hairs don't come back.
No living in the now.
So no, live for the future. Have fun now, but think about the future while you're doing things.
Correct, okay.
You just need to be cognizant of future.
And can I tell you, naturally, I don't have eyebrows.
Really?
No.
That's amazing.
So I need to definitely do this whole drawing in thing and make it thicker.
Yes, and you can see that even though you have black hair or dark hair,
That was
very
actually
dark
going to be my
hair,
next question. Yeah,
I'm
what
using
color?
a brown pencil on you. Just
Okay.
because I think, and it's a dark brown, and it's not really showing up brown. It's definitely showing up to match your hair color, but when you use a black pencil on black hair, it looks really intense and almost makes it look fake. And that's what we want to avoid.
So no black eyeliner with black hair.
No.
Stick to brown.
Yes.
What if you have blonde hair?
They make like neutral shade, like nude eye pencils. And I think that's really the way to go with blonde eyebrows, is a nude pencil. Again, if you use brown and you have blonde hair, it's gonna look too intense. And the point of filling in your eyebrows is to make them look as natural as possible.
Okay, what about red hair?
They have red pencils too.
Oh, so that's okay, red and red.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that with redheads and blondes, you're gonna stick with, your hair color, your eyebrow color, things like that. But with really dark-haired people, brunettes, black-haired, you're gonna stick with brown, a dark brown.
Okay.
Unless you have 0 eyebrows and you have to draw them on completely because you want to avoid that drawn on look. So literally all we've done here is just filled in the eyebrows, and what that does is that actually makes the eyeshadow pop a little bit more as well. So we're just gonna line the eyes, and this is my trick I talked about before the break. Christina has smaller eyes. So what we wanna do is make them appear wider. So we're actually not gonna line the entire eye. What you do is you only line half of it.
So I just want to say that I did that all by myself.
You did!
But I'm glad that I now am getting backed up on that.
Yes.
Because I've had several people ask me, they say, why is it that you only halfway, and I said, I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that it makes my eyes look bigger.
Yes, it does.
So I didn't make this up.
No, you did not make it
I'm
up.
excited. Okay.
It is the truth. It is the truth. And the reason is, and this is how I explain it, I have nieces who are just coming to makeup age, and I'm kind of the aunt who they're like, Aunt Jessie, teach me how to do makeup. And I'm like, okay. So I have to explain to them, because I do have a niece that has smaller eyes, very similar to yours, that it's kind of like a circle. When you close in the circle, it makes it smaller. But when you open the circle,
Makes
it
bigger.
appears wider. So you're gonna do the same with the bottom part of the eye that you're gonna do at the top. You're not gonna line the complete bottom part of your eye. You're gonna only line half of both.
Half of both.
Half of
okay,
both.
I've been doing that, yes.
Okay. And you can even wing it out just a little bit. That will bring the eye out and give it kind of more of an almond.
Now, what color did you say you were using?
Brown.
Brown. Okay. So for my color eye, should I stick with brown all the time or switch it up?
It really is a personal preference. You do not have to use brown. I just think it's less intense.
Yeah, because your norm, everybody thinks black, 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 black.
Mm-hmm. And brown actually enhances the eye color more than black does. And that's something that not a lot of people know.
Well, how do you feel about the jade color?
I like it for underneath the eyes, actually.
Okay.
Unless it's like a night look, then I'd say don't do any crazy colors during the day. Unless you have a job that really allows for you to use really funky colors, like working at a salon or something like that where they're really creative and really artistic, then I would say no, just at night.
So is it okay to do two different colors? Like you have a color on the top and then you have a color on the bottom? Is that okay?
I would do one color, but I would do like either a black on top or a brown on top. And I do sometimes, and it's actually really, really hot right now, like an aqua color or
Ooh.
blue on the bottom of the eye.
Okay.
And what that does is it just completely makes your eye color
Well, I
pop.
have noticed on a lot of commercials I've been
Okay.
seeing the pencils, the colored pencils are coming in.
Yes.
Now, should you match the colored pencil to the eyeshadow?
You can, but you don't have to. I mean, there's really no rules anymore. It really is all about your personality.
I love that. I hate rules.
When we come back, I'm gonna do lips and cheeks, and I'm gonna completely finish our summer look on Miss Christina. Welcome back. We are just finishing up our fun, flirty summer look on Christina. We're about to mascara the eyes and then throw in some cheeks and some lips.
Ooh.
Which don't have to be too crazy because we did do the eyes a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Detailed?
Detailed?
Yes.
Detailed is good.
'Cause
Detailed works.
I have a personal rule about that. I think that if you go heavy on the eyes, you need to go light on the lips. If you go,
Good
if you go
rule.
heavy on the lips, you need
A lot
to go
of people
light
don't
on the
know that
eyes.
rule.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to look gaudy, you don't want to look fake. A lot of people, I'm a makeup fanatic, so yes, I do wear a lot of it, but it's about accentuating the right parts at the right time. It's like my jewelry rule. I only wear 2 pieces if I wear it. I don't wear 3. I don't know. I don't wear a necklace and a bracelet and earrings. I'll either wear earrings and a necklace or earrings and a bracelet, or, you know what I mean?
Well, you know, I never wear earrings, only for the simple fact is you can't see it with this mane that I
With
got
the
going
hair.
on. Can't see my earrings, so I never wear them. But that's a good rule. I may have to stick with that too.
Yeah.
I may steal that rule from you.
I just kind of, you know, my mom taught me that. My mom sells jewelry.
Oh.
And you can close them. And she always says, you know, Jess, it's just like with makeup. You don't want to overdo it. Because you can look put together without looking overdone.
So on eyelashes, I don't have any. And
You do have some because I'm putting mascara on them right now.
well, you know what I mean. I don't have as much as I'd like to have. Do not curling irons, eye curlers.
Don't put a curling iron on your eyelashes.
eye curlers. Do those work?
They do.
Are they
if
recommended?
used correctly.
I feel like I used it one time and it pulled my eyelashes off.
Then you were using it incorrectly.
Yep. So what would be the correct
You have
way?
to make sure that you don't get it too close to your lash line. You can actually seriously damage your eyes, your eyelid, nerves on your eyes if you don't use an eyelash curler correctly.
Okay.
I think that right now though, there's so many good mascara products on the market that they're almost not necessary because the wands are doing the same exact thing that a curler would.
Now, I purchased a heating curler, and I don't feel it did anything.
And it probably didn't.
Okay, so then it doesn't matter whether you do heated or non-heated.
No, but there are a couple tricks with mascara that can make them appear longer. A lot of people hold it horizontally like this. If you want to get a little bit more in there and give your eyelashes a little bit more lift, hold it like this and kind of just go up like, here, I'll show you. If you kind of go up on the eyelashes, a little bit longer for me, go up, spread them that way, and then go up. It gives them a fuller appearance.
That is genius. I never knew that.
Yep. It's the things you learn when you're obsessed with makeup, I guess.
I love it.
Okay, so eyes are done. Next, summer. One word for summer. Bronzer.
Oh,
Please.
that's the beach look.
Yes.
Beach look.
Beach bronze. Exactly.
You can always look like you were at the beach.
Yes, always look like you had a sunburn, or not a sunburn, but a suntan, a nice glow
Okay.
without having to suffer from a sunburn.
I like that. I don't like sunburn.
Yes, and bronzer goes underneath the cheekbones to accentuate and make the face look longer.
Underneath.
Underneath.
That
Yes.
explains it.
It's
Okay.
called contouring. Let's learn it.
Contouring.
Contouring.
I love learning new words. Okay.
Okay, so smile with your mouth closed. Okay, so we're just kind of work. We're gonna do backward C's with our brush.
Ooh, C for Christina. I'll remember that.
Woohoo! Okay, and you don't have to stick to just the cheeks. If you want a really good sun-kissed look, stick with the backward C's around the frame of the face. And that's gonna kind of give you an all-around color.
So don't hit the nose or the...
No,
Okay.
if you bronze the nose, you're gonna make your nose look longer.
Oh, I don't want that.
No one wants
I already
that.
have the long
Unless
Italian
you have
nose.
a little tiny button nose. Oh, I know how Italian noses are.
I don't need to make it any longer.
I've got one. I got a family full of them.
Good, good. Okay.
So, apples of the cheeks. A lot of people put blush where I just put bronzer, and that's fine. It's personal preference. But I prefer blush just on the apples of the cheeks.
Okay.
Give you kind of a rosy glow. But I'm gonna use kind of a corally color to play off your eyes.
So should I smile again?
Mm-hmm. It's funny, I'm like making the same faces as you while I'm doing your makeup. I'm like,
It's a good instructor.
okay. And now, lips.
Ooh, my favorite part.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of use something that's got a little bit of bronze, a little bit of coral. It's gonna pull together everything really nicely.
Okay. What kind of lips would you like to make?
Those.
Ooh.
You have fabulous, luscious lips.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, and you have to learn my rule. We don't rub our lips together.
Really?
Yes, it takes away from the color.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Another lesson from my mom. We need to get my mom on here.
Oh, I just did it. Oh, it's such a...
It's okay. It's not gonna ruin it completely. Just try not to do it.
It's such a bad habit.
It's something that I think that we learn to do when we're younger, you know? We're always like, oh, I gotta put lip gloss on or lip balm, and then we rub our lips together.
I always do it.
Okay.
It was a subconscious thing.
I know you can't see yourself right now, Christina, but you look fabulous.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I trust you.
Okay, so we finished a look, and I just want to talk a little bit about what we did in case you're just tuning in or you only saw one part of it. We did a little bit of coral on the eyes. Coral is the color that's really hot right now for summer. We did a basic 3-color look, cream on the entire eye, and that's a cream colored shadow, not cream eyeshadow. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And then we did a coral in the V of the eye, going from the crease to the lower lash line. And then we highlighted the brow with kind of a crystal pearlized white. We did bronzer below the cheekbones to lift up the face. We did a little bit of coral blush on the apples of the cheeks, and we did a bronze corally color on the lips. So this is her nice summer, fun, sun-kissed look.
Am I ready to go to the beach?
You are
Or walk
ready.
the boardwalk?
You're ready for anything.
Oh, I
that
love
the
it.
Summer brings.
I love it.
And we hope you are too. We will be back with more fun tips for the summer.
Hi and welcome, and if you're just joining us, my name is Christina. We're here with fitness expert Melissa. She's gonna help us learn how to accelerate the way we eat. Now, Melissa, I'm eating a donut, chocolate donut for breakfast,
It's a no-no.
but I've always wondered, what are the calories in this?
Oh gosh, for one regular sized donut, I'd say probably 280 calories and 19 grams of fat.
Oh, so if I've consumed 2 of these this morning, I'm hitting about 500 calories already?
That's right. And you know how long it takes to run on a treadmill to burn that off?
Probably a long time.
And yet you continue to eat it.
I mean, probably the best fat I've ever had. So,
Well-
if this is usually my breakfast, which usually this is my breakfast, what's something that I can maybe cancel this out for that would be better for me?
I would say you could do, my choice for a healthy breakfast is egg whites, avocado, and tomato. And that's a great start. You have your protein, you have your veggie, and then you have your healthy fat, which is the avocado. And it can taste good. You can make it taste good. And you know, it's acquired taste. You know, when you start off, if you're switching from a donut to this healthy breakfast, it's gonna be quite a big change, but you'll start to feel better, you know, look better, and your whole attitude will change.
So what you're telling me is I can't eat donuts anymore.
You can, but in moderation. Everything in moderation. Variety is the spice of life. You need to mix it up. I have one day a month where I go to my mom's and she makes a big pot of spaghetti and coconut cake.
Now you're talking my kind of food.
And I totally go crazy that day. I treat myself. But then I do find that the next day, I'm craving those things. So I'm bringing it back into my system again. So, you know, you gotta wean the bad things out. Start introducing new things. For instance, for lunch.
Lunch is a big one for
Yeah,
me.
I like a salmon salad. You know, I have my healthy fat. I love fish
Okay.
in my salad. So that's, you know, switch out your hamburger for the salmon salad. It's delicious.
So typically I'm a stuffed mushroom kind of girl, but not just any kind of stuffed mushrooms. I really like the stuffed mushrooms that are filled with cheese and Italian breadcrumbs and as much olive oil as you can think of. So you're telling me not so much anymore.
Well, you can have that, but again, it's a choice. I mean, you could have half of that, have half the mushroom, you know, or
Half the
use,
mushroom.
yes, and use less butter, less oil. Little things make such a big difference.
Okay, so what about my dinner? I'm an Italian. We eat pasta, that's what we eat. My favorite would have to be gnocchi. Ooh, probably one of the worst things for you.
Oh yeah, not good. Well, you could replace that with grilled grouper, grilled fish. You could do, my husband makes delicious sauteed Brussels sprouts. He sautés them with chicken broth, garlic, and a little bit of olive oil, and it tastes fantastic. So those are things you can change. You know, start slow. Start with one meal a day, switching that out for something unhealthy. Switch out your diet soda for water, or switch out your sugary soda with water. You know, it's fat-free milk.
One thing I actually want to ask you, I'm not very big into water, but I've been hearing a lot of these new water, I don't know, what are they?
Water
Inserts?
flavors
Flavors,
and- yeah.
okay, flavors. How do those work? Are those good for you? Are those bad for you?
It's not necessarily that it's bad for you. I don't like the additives in those. I mean, you can't beat water with a squeeze of lemon because it's more pure. But I mean, to get started, to get you back into, drinking more water, if you need to do the flavors, go for it.
Okay, so, well, here's a fun story. I have a friend who gets water, gets lemon, and adds sugar. Makes her own lemonade.
Oh no.
She says it's the healthier route than ordering a soda, let's say, at a restaurant.
Well, not necessarily, because you have the sugar. You can replace it with, like Splenda. I use Splenda a lot. That would be healthy because you got your lemonade, lemon water, which lemon is good. It's good for your liver.
Perfect.
It's a good cleanser. So yes, use artificial sweeteners. I do. A lot of people are against it, but it works for me. And it's all about finding what's right for you. You have to find what you like. You have to be happy, or you're not going to follow the healthy eating plan.
Okay, so what I've learned is donuts are bad. Making your own lemonade at the table is bad. And there's fun ways for you to be able to incorporate new foods. So I'm going to check these out. Hopefully you'll check it out too. And we'll be right back.
Hello and welcome back to You Are the Supermodel. I'm your host, Monique. Now, have you ever heard the phrase, the eyes have it? Well, it's true, they do. The eyes are the windows to your soul, and it's great to accentuate them in the right way. Now, we know as fashionistas and divas, we like to stand out, but your makeup should not always stand out. Your makeup should always complement, and it should add to what you find to be your best features. Now, with the eyes, for instance, eyeshadow goes a long way as well as liner. Now, my tips when bringing out your eyes, don't go too heavy. There's a time and a place. There's day looks, there's night looks. Sometimes a little shimmer is all you need, a little bit of mascara, and you're good to go. And then, of course, you have times when you're going out and you want to be a little more sultry and saucy and dramatic. And that's when I say, bring out the smoky eyes and the black lip and the black eyeliner. Can never go wrong. Now, one very, very important thing is blending. This is when we don't want to stand out. Blend in your pink eyeshadow with your brown eyeshadow. Blend it all together. There's nothing worse than a harsh line. Now, my personal tip, and this is probably the easiest thing to do if you're not a professional when it comes to your makeup. I myself have a whole kit of makeup, which is pretty much like a carry-on suitcase. But if you're not at that level, it's perfectly fine. I have a problem, I'm dealing with it. So, here's what I suggest. 3 shades you start out with. You want to complement the shades. And you want a light shade, a neutral shade, and a darker shade. Now, put the neutral shade on the bottom portion of your eye. Now, as you can see where my crease is, that's where it would go, then the neutral shade, and then just build up to the lighter shade right below your brow, which is, of course, the highlight. Your brows frame your face. A little bit of liner and mascara, and you're good to go. But don't forget to blend. You want to put the darker shade in the crease. All right, try it out, see how you like it. It might take a couple tries, but trust me, you're fabulous either way. I'm your host, Monique, and we'll be right back. You are the Supermodel.
Well, welcome back, and if you're just joining us, my name's Christina, and we're getting ready to accelerate with our fitness expert, Melissa. Thank you for joining us, Melissa.
Very happy to be here today.
And what are we doing today?
Today we're going to focus on the lower body and how important it is for women to keep that butt lifted and keep those legs sexy for the summer bikini body.
Okay, well, one of my flaws is jeans. I have no butt, and jeans don't really work out very well for me, so I don't really buy them, but I would love to buy jeans because jeans are kind of hot. Could you help me out with that?
Well, first of all, it takes time and it takes effort. A lot of time you need to start with your basic lunge. I'm here today to show you a couple exercises that I do that help me get what everybody calls a bubble butt.
A bubble, I love that. That's a great term, bubble butt. Okay, all right, so what are we gonna do?
Well, one of the first things you can do is you can do leg raises. So what you wanna do is you wanna get down and you wanna point your toe out and you wanna lift your toe up.
Oh, I see, I see.
You want to lift your toe up, and you want to feel the tightness. You want to feel your butt lift, and you want to focus on that. And while you're doing that, you want to keep your abs tight, and then you want to switch legs. You want to do about maybe 5 sets of 10, starting 3 days a week. And just focus on the burn, lift and hold it, and squeeze your butt as you come up. And that's one of the things that you can do to, start getting that butt lifted.
Okay, so would you say it's gonna lift it, and is it gonna shape it?
It'll do both. It'll do both.
Just with that one exercise?
Yes, with that one exercise, just that one in particular, you can lift the butt, shape the butt, build the butt. So all the women with the what they call flat butts, this will help build it up.
Okay, well, since I have a flat butt, would you mind showing me how to do this?
Get down there.
Okay. Now, don't mind me, ladies. I don't do this often.
Okay, you want to point your toe out.
Okay. All right.
And then lift it up, point that toe, and pull it up, and feel it get tight.
Oh, I'm feeling the tightness.
Yes, and hold your tummy in.
Okay.
Let's do 5. You can do it. Come on.
5.
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. Oh.
There you go. Now switch legs.
Oh, no, now you're having me switch legs. Okay.
Very nice.
This is just as easy as I'm making it look.
Good job. See, you can do
Awesome.
it. And you got to start somewhere.
I'm definitely feeling the burn in this region.
Yes.
So I like that. Is there any other exercises that I could do?
You can also do squats. And what you want to do is you want to grab your bar, stand up, put it over your head, and you want to squat.
Okay.
Squat down, and then as you come up, you can do a double workout and work your calves. You want to lift up.
Oh.
And then you squat, come up, your toes. So this actually works your quads, which is the front part of your leg.
Okay, just for anybody who doesn't know what quads are, this region.
Well, actually,
This region.
that's my calf muscle.
Okay.
Yes,
So where am I looking at the quads?
that's my quad.
Quad. All right. Sorry, everybody. This
And
is
then
the
and then
quad.
your hiney is your glutes.
glutes.
Yes.
I kind of like hiney better, but we can do glutes.
Okay. So those are some of the things that you can do. But it takes time, and a lot of it, 80% is diet.
Diet.
So, yes, 80% is diet. You want to start, cleaning things up, switching it out. Switching, one thing out for breakfast. For instance, for dinner, have a fish and a vegetable. Forget that carb that night. No pastas.
Oh, see, I'm Italian. It's kind of against my religion to say no pasta.
Or whole wheat pasta.
Whole wheat. Okay. See, there's a substitute for everything, right? Okay.
So there's little things that you can do, to mix it up, make it fun. There's no reason that you need to be hungry, and ever, because people think diet, they think starving and going to bed hungry. Never go to bed hungry, even if you have to snack on something like a piece of reduced fat cheese or
Reduced fat cheese.
Yes.
Does that all go in a sentence together?
These are all sound like scary things, but actually they're not. You'll get used to it, and
Okay,
it's
because I'm a little scared right now.
yeah. Well, it'll just make it part of your lifestyle. Just
Okay.
like brushing your teeth or drinking water. Put fitness into your life, eating healthy, and just being a better person all the way around.
Okay, so we're thinking my routine's gonna be getting up in the morning, brushing my teeth, getting some butt exercises in,
Yes.
and eating some free and reduced fat cheese.
Sure, whatever floats your boat. For me, I like to do it first thing in the morning, get it out of the way, and I feel great all day.
Well, that sounds great. So I guess now I'm gonna be going to some exercises, and just don't tell my dad that I may be cutting back on pasta.
I won't
He
tell.
wouldn't like that too
Our
much.
secret.
Well, thank you guys for joining us on this segment of learning how to get the butts where you want them to be, ladies. It's summertime. We want those jeans perfect for you. So thank you, Melissa, for helping us out, and I'm gonna try those and the free and reduced fat cheese.
Thanks for having me. Very happy to be here.
Thank you. Join us next time.
So something that is really important for the summer and for your life, I think, is knowing how to properly maintain and take care of your eyebrows.
Eyebrows are a big thing.
They are, they frame the face. Eyebrows are the most important thing on your face. They must be well groomed and taken care of and maintained regularly so that you can, maintain that appearance that you take care of yourself. And that's very important that we take care of ourselves.
And I feel like people just completely forget about the eyebrows. Either they don't draw it in or they don't take care of it. They just kind of feel it's there, it's there.
Absolutely, and some people try to take care of them but may not take care of them in the correct way and end up, making some big mistakes. Eyebrows are front and center on the face.
And you can't hide them if you
No.
do make a mistake.
No, there's no hiding them. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna wax Christina's eyebrows today because I know a lot of people wax their own eyebrows at home or they tweeze them, and I think there's just some proper techniques that you should know in case you are going to do that. I do recommend getting it professionally done if you have the means to do so, but it can get pricey because they do need to be done about once every 2 weeks. I have to have mine done once a week because of how fast my hair grows in. So it really just depends on you and you know, your rate of hair growth. But if you're not gonna get it done professionally and you're gonna buy a store-bought kit to wax your eyebrows or you're going to tweeze, there are some things to keep in mind. I know we mentioned this earlier in the show, that every time you wax or you tweeze an eyebrow, you are damaging a follicle. So one or more of those hairs that you take away will never come back. So it is important to always know which hair you're taking and to take the right one.
Ooh. Okay, now, I know that there's waxing, there's tweezing, and I also heard threading.
Threading is another option, not something you can do at home unless you're trained in it because it's an extremely difficult technique to learn. It hurts. I've had it done.
Is there one better than the other out of the three?
Tweezing, I don't recommend tweezing your entire eyebrow only because hairs grow in like this. If you can see that, I'll put that down. One hair under the neck, like this, pushing up underneath it. And when you tweeze, sometimes you can pull that other hair up with it. So you'll get a little bitty hair sticking out of the bottom, as opposed to when you wax, you're
I've
pulling
seen
that
that,
hair
the
from
little
the
itty
root.
bitty hair.
Yes.
Okay, explains a lot.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, completely.
But when you wax, you're getting the hair from the root. So you don't have to worry about pushing that next piece of hair through. And it's also gonna grow back softer and thinner.
So what does threading do?
Threading does the same thing as wax. It's kind of, well, I relate it to tweezing, just a faster tweeze. So out of all of them, I would say wax.
Wax. Good to know. Okay.
Yes. So,
And it's painless. You just kind of do a zip.
well, it depends on your pain tolerance, because I'm a baby. I wax my own eyebrows, and every time I'm like, I'm crying while I do it. But
Beauty is pain.
yes,
Beauty
it
is
is.
pain.
That's very true. And you just need to make sure that you take care of yourself, and eyebrows are a really big part of that. The first thing I want to show you is something I learned in school, which I think is a very useful tip for people who are doing this themselves, which is to draw the 3 points of the eyebrow on with either an eyebrow pencil or eyeliner. The first step is where your eyebrow should start. Your eyebrow should start completely in line with the edge and outside of your nostrils. So what you do is you're gonna
Mine aren't in line.
I know, we're gonna fix that today. You're gonna take your pencil and you're gonna take it from the nostril up, if you can see this. And you're gonna go straight up. Sorry, I don't mean to pick your nose.
Go ahead.
But you're gonna go straight up and draw a line. So you can see that Christina has a little bit of hair on the outside here. We're gonna remove that. Now, the next point is directly in the middle of the eye. That is where the highest point of your arch should go. I think an arch is extremely important. So again, take it there, draw straight down. The last part is the outer corner of the eye. Take your pencil diagonal, and that's where the eyebrow should end.
Should, are you telling me mine don't?
Yep.
Oh, crap.
But that's not a problem because you can always grow them in. That's the great thing about eyebrows.
Oh, okay, good.
They grow. They're just like hair on your head. They grow back.
Gotta love it.
Yes. Now I'm gonna hand test my wax and make sure that it's not too hot because it is a very sensitive area.
I appreciate that, by the way.
No problem. It burns very easily. The wax is good. If it's not burning me, it's not gonna burn you.
All right.
If it's too hot for me, it's too hot for you.
And I trust you completely.
Thank you. Thank you. That feels good. That feels good. Okay. Are you ready?
Completely.
Okay, good. I'm gonna make sure I don't have too much wax on here. The last thing you want is a lot of wax on your stick, popsicle stick, I'll call it.
I've had it done where the wax actually dripped onto my eyelashes.
No, no, no.
Horribly done.
So keep your eyes closed. I'm gonna kind of do it where we can do the entire part in one shot. Okay. Now the important part about waxing is you are going to rub with the hair growth. So, whichever way the hair grows is the way that you are going to rub the Pellin down on the wax to get it to grip the hair. Don't squint. Ready? That wasn't too bad, was it?
Not at all.
Okay.
You know, I'm glad you told me don't squint because I think a lot of people do that, so it's a good thing that they know that they shouldn't.
It hurts more when you squint.
Oh.
It really does. It does.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yes. So we did that, and what we'll do is we wax everything first and you tweeze later. Okay. Now, I want to give you a little bit more full of an arch. You haven't had your eyebrows waxed for a while.
I've been way too busy.
So what we're doing is kind of reshaping them, and that's fine because a lot of people are.
No, this is great.
So again, we're rubbing the direction of the hair growth, and what you're doing is you're pulling against the hair growth. Relax. That wasn't too bad, was it?
No. This is one of the many reasons I love my job.
Because you get to come in and I get to do your makeup and wax your eyebrows.
Oh, of course.
So we're just gonna go back through with a tweezer. I like to get majority of it with the wax, and then I like to detail with the tweezers. And again, with tweezers, you are going with the hair growth, not against it. Tweezing will hurt a lot more if you tweeze against. Okay, take a couple more out right there. And we were talking about this earlier, that thick eyebrows are in.
I love thick eyebrows.
Yes, please don't get rid of all of your eyebrows, girls. That's not fun. You will regret it later in life, I promise. So we've got that there. Now we're gonna do a little bit of that middle section where I said it's a little bit too long.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna help you fill it in with the eye pencil and get rid of those lines we made so that you can see the full effect of our eyebrow wax.
Then I'm just gonna have to go somewhere to show off my new eyebrows.
Yep. I think that's a great idea.
Gotta start planning.
Okay. And you don't always have to do the top. Christina doesn't have a lot of hair on her eyebrows, so I'm not going to wax on top of them. I'm just gonna rub this line off here. I forgot my eyebrow brush. You do want to brush through them before and after. But I'm just gonna take this pencil, go in a little bit more, define the shape that we just made. And Christina is not going to tweeze her eyebrows because she needs to let her hair grow in on the end here. As you can see a little bit of my mark I left there. They just need to be a little bit longer.
Mentally noted, Christina does not tweeze eyebrows. Got it.
Yes, no, you don't touch them, I touch them.
You know, you don't have to tell me twice. That's completely fine with me.
So a couple of things to remember, and when you get eyebrow wax yourself, they always come with like cleansers or wax removers. And since there's a little bit of wax right here, we'll just use that. It's kind of like an oil-based product. It's really nice, but you can see the difference between the two eyebrows there. Not clean, plain. You see what I mean, Billie Jean? Good. Always rub the Pellin with the hair growth and pull against it. Don't pull out, always pull across. That way you're not pulling the skin and you're not ripping skin off of the face because that can happen.
Okay.
Okay? So now we know how to do eyebrows. Please do this. If you have to do it yourself, please follow all my tips so that you don't take your eyebrows off your face because that wouldn't be fun for anyone. We'll be right back.
We had a great show today. We got to learn some fun new things, like some makeup tips, which I definitely needed, so I have to thank you for that.
Oh, you are welcome.
It was great. Also, we got to watch me do exercise, something I never do.
I'm glad I wasn't doing it.
But I did love it. I did get to learn some new things, and I will definitely incorporate them in my everyday life now.
That's great.
And eye waxing, always a good thing. So again, I have to thank you for that.
No problem at all. I mean, that's what I'm here for. That's my thing. You know, as far as makeup goes, I think we learned some really useful tips today.
I will definitely incorporate them.
Yes, how to widen your eyes when they're smaller.
Yes.
How to make your eyelashes look longer naturally without having to apply any fake lashes. It's just a flip of the brush, super easy. I loved the Drab to Fab segment.
Oh,
I
in
think-
2 seconds, we converted you into something fabulous from being
Not
at the
that I
beach.
wasn't fabulous before. I'm just kidding.
Always fabulous. You're always
But I think
fabulous.
that's something that a lot of people can relate to, you know, having that really simple beach dress or cover up and not quite knowing how to turn it into something completely different. And I think that's really useful, especially because it's summertime. And I loved doing your eyebrows, so much fun.
Thank you very much. They needed it desperately.
You're welcome. And there's a lot of people, although I say that you should always get them done professionally if you have the means to. If you do them at home, which I know a lot of people do, that segment is great because you need to keep so many things in mind so that you don't permanently damage them and have to draw them on for the rest of your life.
And who would really want to do that?
No one. Who has the time to draw
don't
your
have the
eyebrows on completely every single day? And I know some women have to. Not everyone grows, you know, thick eyebrows.
I have seen that. Yeah, very, very true. Well, I also did we're food eaters. We're big food eaters. And we got to learn some healthy recipes that, you know, can help out with, you don't have to eat bad all the time.
No.
And you can still enjoy it and be full and enjoy food.
Absolutely.
So that was also great.
Without having to sacrifice taste or anything like that. Because that's my main thing about dieting is like, I want to be healthy, but I really don't want to sacrifice that, you know, that good feeling you get from eating something you love.
Yeah, you want to be satisfied. You want to be satisfied but not feel, ugh.
Disgusting.
Ugh, that's going to be my disgusting term.
You don't want to feel, ugh. I like it.
Ugh.
Well, we had a really great show today. If you want to learn a little bit more about our makeup tips and the things that we talked about, you can go to our website at youarethesupermodel.tv. We'll see you next time.
Pace yourself, lights, flash red, turn left, right, make it sell.